Hello everybody, welcome back. So as I had updated you students that I will be sharing a video of your past papers of your school. Today we are going to solve the semester 1 paper of the year 2025. I have some few suggestions for you guys before solving the paper. See to that when we are solving the paper, when I'm trying to solve the paper, at that time you have a printout of the paper with you and you can even try to solve the paper with me. You can try to select the option, then pause it, check what is the possible answer, and then again go ahead. Okay, this will help you out to do your revision in a proper manner. Please don't try to idly see it in front of the screen. It is not going to help. This is a subject which needs good amount of practice. And if you guys are not going to practice, I'm sorry, you won't be able to clear it out in a better manner. Okay, so let's not waste much of the time, guys. I'll quickly try to take you to the paper. Let's try to solve the paper of your school. And here comes the first question. As I said, guys, this is the paper of the year 2025. And the first question which we do have, that is an MCQ question. So let's try to solve and let's try to understand. So the question goes in this manner. Just erase this part. Yeah, so the first question is MCQ. The question says, yeah, the question is Archimedes' principle applies on dash. So, like, is it applicable on solids and liquids? No. It is applicable for liquids and gases, I feel yes. Not for solids and gases, not for solid, liquid, and gases. Archimedes' principle is applicable for fluids. And when I do talk about fluids, guys, fluids means it is related to liquids and gases. Next question. Which of the following pair incorrectly matches a physical quantity with its symbol? Symbol basically means it's SI unit. Momentum, I feel momentum is P, which is equal to M into V, guys. M represents mass, which is measured in kg. V represents velocity measured in meter per second. So technically, it should be meter per second. So incorrectly, they have said, I think A is the correct answer, which is incorrect. Next question is the figure shows the magnetic field lines in a magnetic field. A, B, C are the 3 points in the field line. So I have point A here, guys. I have point B here, and then I have point C here. At what point is the magnetic field maximum? Is it point A? I don't feel so. Is it point B? Even I don't feel so. Is it point C? I feel yes. Reason why I feel at point C it is yes, because you can see there are maximum field lines. So since field lines are maximum, guys, definitely yes, the magnetic field would be stronger. So I can say that magnetic field would be strong if the field lines are more. Okay, kids. Then comes the next question. The next question is a table given below is showing the density of three different materials, X, Y, and Z. So for X it is 3, for Y it is 6, for Z it is 8 GCM raised to minus 3. Which material has the smallest mass if each one occupies a volume of 10 centimeter cube? So guys, everybody has a fixed volume, which means the entire field or the entire concept is related to mass. Because I know that density is equal to mass upon volume. So if volume is same for everybody, and if I try to relate density with mass, I can say that density is directly proportional to mass. So जिसका mass कम होगा, that will have less density. So I think it is X. So which material has the smallest mass, which is going to occupy? It is going to be X. Because if density is less, definitely the mass is also going to be the less. Dogs can hear supersonic. Okay, this is not the question which you have it, guys. It is from a chapter sound. Luckily, we don't have sound, we have heat. In mountainous region, the reduced atmospheric pressure causes the boiling point of a water. So again, guys, if I do talk about this setup, this is from chapter number 4 and chapter number 4, part B from the old textbook. As we know that a new textbook has certain modification, guys. In the new textbook, we don't have this concept, but still, I'll tell you the answer, guys. The answer for this question is it decreases because when there is a reduction in the atmospheric pressure, students, the boiling point of the water also reduces. Okay, and this happens in the mountainous region. Next, students. Again, this is not there, it is from sound, so we don't have to touch it. Question number 8. A tin container with a closed mouth has more density than liquid. So tin ka density is more than the density of liquid A. When the container is submerged 2 meters below the surface of liquid A, which of the following will occur? So tin ka density, so I'm writing density of tin is greater than density of liquid. This is, let's say that a beaker in which I had a liquid. अब ये liquid के अंदर guys, as per the question they have instructed, I'm going to put the container just 2 meters below the surface. So somewhere over here, let's say that just an example, it is here. Okay. Which of the following will occur? The container rises to the surface. The container remains at the depth of 2 meters. The container sinks further. The outcome cannot be determined. I feel students the container remains at 2 meters because the buoyant force at that moment of time will be balanced. So answer would be the container remains at a depth of 2 meters because it will be balanced. Okay. The container has a closed mouth. As it has a closed mouth, so no atmospheric pressure would also try to interfere in between. Okay, students. Next question. The next question is from topic sound, which we don't have. So cancel it out. Sound we don't have. The next one, maximum displacement of a bob from its either position. The maximum displacement of the bob from its mean position is called as amplitude. So displacement from its mean position, students, it is called as amplitude. Which of the following is a fundamental quantity? Force is a derived quantity. Momentum is a derived quantity. Pressure is derived quantity. So answer is temperature. Next, students, assertion and reason based question. The pressure is inversely proportional to area on which the force is applied. I feel it is yes. Because we know that pressure is equal to thrust upon area. So pressure is inversely proportional to area. This is correct. A smaller area results in a higher pressure. That is also correct because smaller the area, higher is the pressure. While larger area results in low pressure. This is also correct. So they both are true, guys, and it is a correct explanation. That is perfectly correct. Next one. Guys, why it is easier to lift a stone in water than in air? Okay. So technically the stone is in water, so this is related to upthrust. I do talk about upthrust. Upthrust means a force which is going to allow that object to go upwards. So let's see what happens. Because water increases the mass. Now, if it increases the mass, then it would become difficult for me to lift it. So ये तो गलत है. Water exerts a downward force on the stone. No, this would have become much more difficult. So this is also wrong. Because water exerts an upward force, making the stone feel lighter. C1 is the correct one. Okay, because water removes the gravity effect. No, no, this is not practically possible. Chalo, next, guys. Number 14. A pendulum completes 4 oscillations in 1 second. So, students, this is given to us. 4 oscillations in 1 second. So, number of oscillations in 1 second. So, frequency ho jayega 4 hertz. Calculate the time period. We know that t is equal to 1 upon f. So, we will write here t is equal to 1 upon 4. That is 0.25 seconds. So 0.25 seconds we do have an option. Next question, students, the last MCQ, the unit of measuring the size of a microorganism. Now, when I'm talking about micro means mu. Mu is 10 raised to minus 6. When I try to see my option, I don't have anything related to that. Meter में तो microorganism cannot be calculated. Centimeter also not calculated. Astronomical unit also not possible. So the closest one nearer to the micro is nanometer, that is nm. Okay, guys, fine. I hope the things are getting cleared. I hope we all are able to understand what is happening. Fine. Come on. Let's try to take the next question, guys. So this was all about your question number one, which was MCQ. Let us take the next question. That's question number two. Question number two goes here. Dr. Rajesh asked the patient to get one test done to see the image. Okay, guys, this is not there. This is from a chapter sound. If you see here, sound waves. So we don't have this thing. Lucky we are. Come on, next one. Why do the gas bubble in the cold drink increase in size when they move from bottom to the top of the bottle? Uh, we will write here, since at bottom the depth is more, since at the bottom the depth is more, so the pressure exerted, I'm just writing in short form, will be maximum, not allowing that air bubble to expand, not allowing air bubble to expand. When it freely moves upwards, the air bubble will try to expand and the size will increase. Okay. When the air bubble starts going upwards, the size will increase because the pressure will now start decreasing, allowing that air bubble to expand very easily. Okay, students, come on, let's take the next question. Next question is the area of the piston in the hydraulic machine are given to us. So let's try to mark. The first area is 14, the second area is 196. What force on the smaller piston is supposed to be exerted if a load of 98 is in the larger piston? So points to be noted. A1 is given to be, guys, we will have to erase this. Where is the marker? Yeah, here comes. A1 is given to me, students, as 14 centimeter square. A2 is given to me, guys, as per the question, 196 centimeter square. F1 is the smaller piston which I'm supposed to find out. And F2, guys, is given to me, which is 98 Newton. I think I have a relation between them. So we will write here, as per Pascal's law. Okay, we will write here F1 upon A1 is equal to F2 upon A2. So guys, when I try to substitute this thing, F1 ka value I'm supposed to find out. A1 is given to me 14. A2 is 196. Sorry, F2 is 98. So this is 98 upon A2 is 196. This will go there. So students, we will be getting F1 is equal to 98 into 14 upon 196. I think 14 into 14 gives me 196. Let us try to confirm, guys. 14 into 14. Yeah, it is 196. So this is 1s are and this is 14s are. And 98 divided by 14 is 7. So this is 14 ones are. This is 14 sevens are. So guys, I will be getting F1 ka value as 7 Newton. Okay. So this is one thing which we will be getting it. That's the value of my force which we have. Next question is differentiate between relative density and density. So this is simple, guys. I will first go with my definition when I talk about relative density and density. Relative density is density of any random substance divided by density of water. If I talk about density, guys, density is mass with respect to volume. I can say relative density has no unit. Density has a unit which is kg per meter cube and gram per centimeter cube. Okay, chalo. Next, guys, question number E. The question is an astronaut carries a simple pendulum to moon. What will he observe about the time period for the simple pendulum? Wow, this is a nice question. So focus and understand, guys. For this part, that is E, we will write here T is inversely proportional to root of G, right? Now, since we know that G on moon, G on moon is less. When I say time period will increase, students, right? So we will write as G decreases on moon, the value of T will increase, making the clock or making the pendulum to go slow. Okay, fine. Chalo. Next part. The next part is a bar magnet attracting iron pins is shown in the diagram. State and define the phenomena shown in the diagram given below. Okay, where is the diagram? Oh, there is no diagram given. Oh. Question is incomplete. No diagram. Okay, so let's take the next one. Can't help, guys. There is no diagram given. So sorry. Okay. Next question is which phenomena is shown in the following diagram? Oh, this is atmospheric pressure. Guys, again, this is from the old textbook. It is in part B of chapter 4. Luckily, we don't have. So let's cancel it out. It's then comes the next question. Fill in the blank. When I talk about fill in the blank, such kind of questions, you need to be very careful, guys. They can ask these questions to us in the exam. So please see to that. You try to see these questions well. The question is 1 quintal is how many kg? I think 1 quintal is 100 kg. 1 micron is how many meter? Okay, 1 micro is 10 raised to minus 6 meters. So this is 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, sure. Let's take the next one. In which of the following medium will the sound sound? We don't have. Read the following statement given below and state the property of magnetism used. Okay. Sailors use a magnetic compass to know the direction while sailing. Acha, this is called directive property. It is used for showing us the direction. Directive property. A bar magnet was broken into pieces, and broken pieces are still showing attraction and repulsion. Okay. They are showing attraction and repulsion, which means like poles repel each other, and unlike poles would attract each other. Okay, kids, come on. Next one. The next question which we do have is here. Yeah. Mass of a block is made of material, certain material whose value is given to us, and its volume is so and so. We need to calculate the density. Oh, wow, this is so simple. Density is mass upon volume AVM. So mass is 2.25. Volume given to me is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. I shift this guy up. So this becomes 2.25 into 10 raised to plus 3 upon 2.5. You multiply this 0 inside, so you get 225 into 10 upon 2.5. To remove the decimal, I write this thing as 225 into 10, which will give me 100 upon 25. Ones are, fours are. So 225 into 4, guys. When I try to multiply, I'm getting answer as 900. So my answer is 900 kg per meter cube. This is what we will try to get the value for density of this question. Okay, let's take the next question, boys and girls. The question is the ratio of time period is given to us. We need to calculate the ratios of the length. Okay, so we will write here since t is directly proportional to root of L. Therefore, T1 upon T2 is equal to square root of L1 upon L2, students. So T1 upon T2 is given to me 1 upon 3 square root of L1 upon L2. I will try to remove the square root by taking square. So I get 1 is to 9 is equal to L1 is to L2. This is my answer. I hope we all are getting it. Simple, easy. Okay. Let us take the next question, students. The next question. Read the paragraph and answer the following question. Okay, we have started with section B. So let's try to see how much time did we took to complete the section A. I think probably 22 minutes we took. Okay, ठीक है. Sure. Let us start. So we will start with section B, guys. The question goes in this manner. Read the following paragraph and answer the following questions which are given to us. A group of students went on a school trip to Goa. Oh wow, so lucky these kids are. And had an opportunity to swim in both the river and the sea. They observed that while swimming in the sea, their body felt lighter. That's correct. And they floated more easily. Nice. Even with the less effort. However, in the river water, they had to move their arms, legs more vigorously to stay or afloated. Oh, yeah, this is correct. So let's see what question they are trying to ask us. The question is, how does the water density affect the buoyant force on the swimmer? Okay, I'll write here. Density is, okay, wait, not density. It should be FB. So FB is directly proportional to density. So I'll write here upthrust is directly proportional to density. So if density is more, guys, upthrust is more because if you remember, we have a formula. FB is equal to VDG or V rho G, right? This D represents density. Why did the student have to put more effort while swimming in the river water? We need to write it in 2 points. Okay. Why did the swimmer put more effort? Okay. Easy it is. Why he put more effort? First part, you can write here in river water. The density is less. So FB will be less. Hence, he needs to put more effort to swim in the water. Whereas in seawater, density is more, so FB will be more, hence he will float easily. Okay, guys, next question. State the relation between wave velocity, frequency, wavelength. This is from sound, we don't have. Write the CGS unit for the following. Force. Acha, force is measured in dyne and volume is measured in centimeter cube. Name the physical quantity which are measured by the following unit. Light year. Okay, guys, light year is for distance. Be very precise, it is the distance between the star and the planet Earth or any random planet. Joule is the unit for energy or work. Yeah. Next. Calculate the sound. This is also sound, guys. Too many questions from sound. Okay, come on. Next question. Draw a graph showing the variation of t square versus length. Acha, this is the question which you had, guys, in your unit test exam. So we need to draw the graph which is showing the relation between t square versus L. So I'm trying to draw it here. Y-axis and x-axis. Since I'm trying to draw the graph t square versus L, I get a straight line which is passing through origin like this. So this is t square versus L. So I can say over here that this is constant and this constant is g, which is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, fine. So if you want, you can define the pointers here, students. You can write here x1, y1. This is x2, y2, and so on. Name the numerical value of the frequency of the oscillation for the seconds pendulum. So when I do talk about seconds pendulum, students, we can write here for seconds pendulum, the time is 2 seconds. So frequency is 1 upon t, which is 1 upon 2, that is 0.5 seconds, raised to minus 1. Okay, this is clear, guys. Let us take the next part. The next part is state one property for the magnetic field lines. The property which is related to magnetic field, and we need to state any one property, guys. There are many properties. I think so. There are total 7 to 8. From that 7, 8, we can try to go with any one. So I can write, students, the magnetic field lines do not cross each other. So do not cross each other. That is first part. Second, students, I can write magnetic field lines. They start from North Pole and they end at South Pole, which is outside the magnet. I can say field lines are stronger at poles and they are weaker at center. They act like an elastic rubber string and they are parallel and equidistant. Okay, kids? Sure. Any one you have to write. What is the strength of the magnetic field at A? Justify your answer. Okay. So guys, when I do talk about this point A, the point A is exactly somewhere at the center between all of this location. So I feel magnetic field at point A would be 0. I will write here net force would be 0 because this guy is also going to pull it and this guy will also try to pull it. Okay, we can write here the total field because of the first magnet and the second magnet would become 0, which will create a point that will be called as neutral point. Okay, students, come on. The next question, your favorite question, guys, upthrust numerical. Okay, so let's try to mark what all things they have updated us. A solid of density. So solid ka density and volume completely emerged in a liquid of density so and so. Calculate the weight. Okay, simple it is. First of all, students, they have given me density, they have given me volume. So from this both the value, let me first calculate mass. So I will write here, since I know that density is mass upon volume, density is 2700, mass is not given, volume is 0.0015. Oh, very weird number it is. So this will be 2700 into 15 upon 1, 2, 3, 4. This two zeros gets cancelled. Then I'm left out with 27 and 15. I need to multiply 27 by 15, which would give me 405. So guys, I will be getting 0. I will write this thing as 405 upon 100, which will be 4.05 kg. Now, guys, we need to calculate weight. So for weight, I will write here W is equal to M into G. Luckily, they have given me G ka value. So 4.05 into 10 would give me 40.5 Newton. That's my weight. Now I'm supposed to calculate upthrust. I feel everybody knows how to calculate upthrust. We have a formula for calculating FB, guys. The formula is FB is equal to V rho G. V is volume of solid, which is 15 upon four zeros. Density of liquid is given to me. That is 800 multiplied by the G which is given. So three zeros will get cancelled. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 15 into 8. 15 multiplied by 8 is 120. So students, if I try to solve this thing, this is 120 upon 10. That 0 also gets cancelled. I'm getting FB as 12 Newton, guys. Apparent weight I'm supposed to find. I think we all know what is apparent weight, the weight in liquid. So it is weight in air minus the FB, students. So weight in air is 40.5 minus 12. So kids, 40.5 minus 12 is giving me my answer as 28.5 Newton. Okay, come on. I'm proceeding to the next question. Define 1 Pascal. I feel, guys, you should refer the textbook for the definition. The overall definition is the pressure exerted with a force of 1 Newton on an area of cross section of 1 meter square produces a pressure of 1 Pascal. Okay. Still, guys, suggestions will be please refer textbook. Next question. A boy weighs 600 Newton, stands on a platform of so and so dimension. Calculate the pressure. I don't think so. Why AVM is giving so easy paper? So we have pressure is equal to thrust upon area. Thrust is 600. The area is 2.5 multiplied by 0.5. I can write this thing as 600 upon 25. 5. This both zeros will go up. This will become 25 ones are. This is 4s are. 5 ones are. This will be 1, 2. 120 into 4 will give me 480 Pascal. That's the value of pressure which is going to be exerted. Is it clear, kids? Okay. Next question. I think so. This is the last one. No, we have more. A body weighs 50 kgf in air. So this is W1 and 45 kgf in water, W2. Calculate relative. Oh, wow. This is very simple, guys. So if you remember, we have a formula for calculating RD. The formula is RD is equal to W1 upon W1 minus W2. W1 is 50. Okay, so the value is 50. So this numerator is 50 divided by 50 minus 45, which is 50 upon 5, that is 10. So I'm getting answer as 10. The density of a solid in SI unit. So from relative density, I'll calculate density. So how do I calculate? I know that RD is equal to density of substance upon density of water. RD given to me is 10. Substance ka density I don't know, but water ka density is 1000. Shift this thing. So you get 1000 into 10, which is 10,000 kg per meter cube. Easy? Great. Come on. Define magnetic field. Again, this is the definition. Magnetic field ka definition is the strength of a magnet. So we will write here, we are referring the textbook. Okay. Draw a neat label diagram of a magnetic field line of a bar magnet when its north pole faces geographical south. Okay, guys, again for this, I would suggest you please refer the textbook well. North facing south it is. So when north is going to face south, I'm supposed to find out its neutral point. You remember the neutral points how we were trying to mark, guys? So when north is going to face north, its neutral point will be, yeah, they will cancel out each other. Okay. If you remember, we had two diagrams, north, north in center, then there were two neutral points on east and west. So that diagram we will have to draw. Come on, next one. Question number 7. Raj is constructing a barometer. Barometer was from chapter 4, part B. We don't have to touch this part, guys. State the effect of the speed. Wow, this is sound. Last question of the paper. Two students performing experiments of simple pendulum A and B. The bob of the pendulum A. So certain readings are given. So pendulum A has 50 grams. Pendulum B has 100 grams. Both of them are made up of equal lengths. After observing so and so, so and so, so and so, we need to calculate one observation. State the effect of the mass. We will write time period is not dependent mass. It does not depends upon mass. So no effect. No effect. Suggest one change the student can make to increase the time period. Okay. To increase the time period, you have to increase the length or you have to decrease the gravity because T is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to G. The pendulum clock goes faster in winter, that's correct, and it goes slower in summer. So we will write here since T is directly proportional to root L. So in winter season, the effective length decreases because of contraction. As length decreases, the T will decrease. So time period required to complete the oscillation, students. Can I say time period required for completing the oscillation will be less? If it is less, so it will go faster. Reciprocated for summer. In summer season, students, what will happen? The effective length will increase, so time period will increase. So it will take more time to complete the oscillation, right? As it is going to take more time to complete the oscillations, what can we say, students? It will go slow. Okay, fine. That's the end of your paper. So AVM, this was the paper which we had to try. This is the paper, guys, of the year 2025, which we completed. We can try to solve the paper of the year 2024. But as I have suggested you guys, when you try to solve such kind of papers, please practice them. Don't sit idly. You need to solve. When you will solve, you will understand which and where you guys are lacking. The moment when you will understand which topic you are lacking, you will be in a better position to judge yourself. Okay? Till then, everybody, bye bye. Take care. I'll post another video for 2024. We'll meet in that video. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice and amazing day.